Hi guys, recently I've been training my body with weight, and people's asking me this question, why do I do it? Well, it's not only for my own interest, but to see results. I did some weighted pull-ups here. You guys can see there's a total about 21 pounds on my back, or 21 pounds in general, or about 20, 30 pounds of my own body weight, which is 140 to 150 altogether. 151. Here's some concrete bricks and stones into this Walmart bag. So I'll do some deadlifts and reps with it, and make sure I activate my legs into it. So I bend the legs so I can have more explosive power, and engaging the legs into this so I don't neglect the legs. I also did this was a really bad form, but then again it was really hard because it's mostly for the clench grip for the tendons area for your fingers, right to the tips of your fingers. This right here is after a very long walk, and I was overly exhausted after this walk, so very tired. I did not show you guys my legs. I mean, look at the weight on my legs. There's 2.5 pounds and another 2 pounds on my legs, with altogether 4.5 pounds, with a weighted vest of 8 pounds, with arms weighing about 2 pounds each, which is 4 pounds altogether. So yeah, there was so much weight on my body that it was all exhausted. And if you count the math, I was walking with that weight for about 8 hours. So 8 times 8 is equal to 64. So it's equivalent to 64 pounds on my back. Out of that whole time that I was there, it felt like 64 pounds on my back. After that 8 hours had passed, it felt like that for me. Or close to 8 hours. This is another day of me walking with the weighted vest. It was a nice sunny day. It was in the 50s. It was really early. This is in April. This is around April. You can tell because of the phlogiston trees and how the color is super bright, and you can tell what season it is or what month it is based on the tree color and texture, and also because of the lighting center, the lighting is dark and gloomier. It's probably due to the winter, and this is because of a lot of things like that. But I'm not gonna explain that. This is basically, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I train this real quick in this little small segment video. I trained this because of 4 reasons. One is because I used to have a weighted vest in the past, and I used to do a similar challenge just this with 100 pounds on my back, but eventually stopped it because I just didn't feel like doing it anymore, and I was very tired and I physically exhausted, so I stopped doing it. Second is because Jesus Christ walked on the cross for hours with being in pain, and he was getting tortured, and he was able to do the same thing, but he did it for a way longer distance and way more impressive feat than I would ever do. But I still want to do this to push myself forward and past my human potential. Though I always want to know what it feel like to be on Jupiter, so I added more weight to myself. What would I feel like if I was on Jupiter? If I'm doing this as a social experiment, no, I'm doing this as an experiment to see what it would be a simulation of what it'd be like on Jupiter. And if your arm weigh 1.1 pounds on Earth, your arm would weigh probably 2.75 pounds on Jupiter, because the mass would be much heavier. Because not your mass, your weight would be much heavier on Jupiter, since the gravity is the gravity is larger, since the planet is a higher mass and larger. It's gonna have more gravity pulling you down, causing your body weight to be heavier and normal. And this is why I add weight to my arms. Now my arms are a little bit heavier than the norm. Additionally, it's supposed to be about 2.2 pounds, but it's about 4 pounds. So over the line of what it's supposed to be classified as Jupiter arms, but none of that. My legs is under that line. My legs should be around 20 to 30 pounds as an average legs weight I think a human being should have. For Jupiter, you will have probably 60 pounds to 30 pounds more on Jupiter. So yeah, we need to add 30 pounds more on my legs. There are also other things that we're gonna be practicing, but yeah, I just want to know and simulate like what it'd be like on Jupiter, and take all the weight off and results. If I weighed 130 to 140 pounds, I would likely weigh around 300 pounds to close to 400 pounds if I was on Jupiter. Here's me without the weight, but this is what me the weighted butt bag. So this is in the past, like a long time ago, when I used to have the weighted butt bag on. So you guys can see here, I have the weighted butt bag on, but not the weighted straps on my hands or the weighted wrists the weighted legs, like the weighted straps on my legs. I don't have none of that, because in this one I didn't have the weight at this time. I had to hold the heavy load on my back. This was about 50 pounds, or I did my math, 45 pounds, based on people's tender reach and how they perform on using that weight around. So this is about 45 pounds, so not really heavy. But if you, like I said, like last time, moving the weight around for a long distance for hours and hours and hours, put stress on the back for intensely a long time, causing it feel much heavier and not feel like 45, but feel like 50 to 60, even sometimes over 100 pounds in some scenarios. So yeah, it was fun. And you know what? The main thing is the results I have been seeing. It's pretty positive. I've seen the same positive results in my performance and scale and strength. Mostly, you'll be surprised, and not too much of how strong I have got, but mostly in my speed. Not stamina, but speed. Stamina, I would say I didn't gain too much from stamina wise, but explosive power and movement became much easier. I saw insane increase against my speed, and that's what I really wanted. Because when I wanted to do speed walking, I want to see a boost in my speed performance. And you see that now I have a boost in my speed performance. So when I speed walk, I might be able to beat the world record once again, but this time more efficiently and faster because I have boosted my speed by about 5% more. So I have doing training and consistent to boost up speed and push myself past my burn rate. So a lot of times I give myself these adrenaline boosts, and yeah, that helped me out a lot. And you can see here I got the weight back on my legs and hands, but this is after I got the weight back. But yeah, I'm gonna let the video play out now. Yeah, this is me training my legs with the weight. I thought about doing this leg extensions since I don't have a leg extensions in my house. I thought about just doing leg extensions here. You know what? The left leg is a little bit stronger with the leg extensions, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna let the video play out now. I'm just gonna talk over this video because really not going on. Just a nice sunny day. The sun was hitting my freaking forehead a lot, so I definitely probably got a suntan right there. Besides that, I'm gonna show you guys a clip when I was heading to Domino's. I the workout was back too. What a good workout for legs. Ooh, a Seinfeld. I'm not gonna be a superhero today and pick that up. That's for another day. Alright, how close we are? Alright, we're gonna be very close. I'm gonna update you guys until we get like a quarter of the way there. Also, I didn't know there's a Chipotle over here. Got everything over here. Chipotle, freaking IHOP. Well, they got like freaking, look, this is alright guys, we are like almost there, 0.3 miles away. Look at this, is a store that's getting re-renovated, or it's, I don't know, getting built, or it's getting shut down. I don't really know. But my guess, probably getting rebuilt to a better store. That's what I got, is stuff right here. You usually see that when they have rebuilding the store. Alright, we're almost there. I think that's the pizza place right there. That might be Little Caesars or Domino's, either or. It's still probably a pizza store. It should be right there. First it told me it was that way, and I was like, what? And then it's like right over here. Say, tell me to turn left. I don't know why I should turn left, but okay, I turn left. Why would I turn left? Why would it be left? I don't see it's pulled over right now. Yes. So it's crazy over here. So I say turn this way, but that wouldn't be possible because that has to be the pizza place right there. So I turn left. Yeah, it's this straight. I don't know what people are talking about. It's not left. It's straight. I don't want to. It's a lot of police outside today. They just be rolling the streets. That's a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna get you guys only a quarter there. So I'm up there, guys, to see what that is.